Debarim, Deuteronomy chapter 9. Hear, O Yisrael, you are passing over the Yarden today to go in to dispossess nations greater and stronger than yourself, cities great and walled up to the Shamayim, a people great and tall, the descendants of the Anakim, whom you know and of whom you heard it said, who stands before the descendants of Anak. And you shall know today that Yahweh your Elohim is he who is passing over before you as a consuming fire. He destroys them and subdues them before you. So you shall dispossess them and destroy them quickly, as Yahuah has said to you. Do not think in your heart after Yahweh your Elohim has driven them out before you, saying, because of my righteousness Yahweh has brought me in to possess this land. But it is because of the wickedness of these nations that Yahuah is driving them out from before you. It is not because of your righteousness or the uprightness of your heart that you go in to possess their land, but because of the wickedness of these nations that Yahuah your Elohim drives them out from before you, in order to establish the word which Yahuah swore to your fathers, to Abraham, to Yitzhak, and to Yaakov. And you shall know that Yahuah your Elohim is not giving you this good land to possess because of your righteousness, for you are a stiff-necked people. Remember, do not forget how you provoked to wrath Yahuah your Elohim in the wilderness. From the day that you came out of the land of Mitzrayim until you came to this place, you have been rebellious against Yahuah. Even in Horeb you made Yahuah wroth, so that Yahuah was enraged with you to destroy you. When I went up into the mountain to receive the tablets of stone, the tablets of the covenant which Yahuah made with you, then I stayed on the mountain 40 days and 40 nights. I did not eat bread, nor did I drink water. Then Yahuah gave me the 2 tablets of stone, written with the finger of Elohim, and on them were all the words which Yahuah had spoken to you on the mountain from the midst of the fire in the day of the assembly. And it came to be at the end of 40 days and 40 nights that Yahuah gave me the 2 tablets of stone, the tablets of the covenant. Then Yahuah said to me, arise, go down quickly from here, for your people, whom you brought out of Mitzrayim, have acted corruptly. They have quickly turned aside from the way which I commanded them. They have made themselves a molded image. And Yahuah spoke to me, saying, I have seen this people, and look, they are a stiff-necked people. Leave me alone so that I destroy them and blot out their name from under the Shamayim and make of you a nation stronger and greater than they. So I turned and came down from the mountain, and the mountain burned with fire, and the 2 tablets of the covenant were in my 2 hands. And I looked and saw that you had sinned against Yahuah your Elohim and had made for yourselves a molded calf. You had quickly turned aside from the way which Yahuah had commanded you. And I took the 2 tablets and threw them out of my 2 hands and broke them before your eyes. And I fell down before Yahuah as at the first. 40 days and 40 nights I did not eat bread and I did not drink water because of all your sins which you committed in doing evil in the eyes of Yahuah to provoke him. For I was afraid of the displeasure and rage with which Yahuah was wroth with you to destroy you. But Yahuah listened to me that time once more, and Yahuah was very enraged with Eharon to destroy him, so I prayed for Eharon at that time also. And I took your sin, the calf which you had made, and burned it with fire, and crushed it and ground it very small until it was as fine as dust. And I threw its dust into the stream that came down from the mountain. And at Teverah, and at Massah, and at Kibroth HaTa'awah, you made Yahuah wroth. And when Yahuah sent you from Kadesh Barnea, saying, go up and possess the land which I have given you, then you rebelled against the word of Yahuah your Elohim, and you neither trusted him nor listened to his voice. You have been rebellious against Yahuah from the day that I knew you. So I fell down before Yahuah the 40 days and 40 nights, for I fell down because Yahuah had said he would destroy you. And I prayed to Yahuah and said, O Adonai, Yahuah, do not destroy your people and your inheritance, whom you have redeemed in your greatness, whom you have brought out of Mitzrayim with a strong hand. Remember your servants, Abraham, Yitzhak, and Yaakov. Do not look on the stubbornness of this people, or on their wickedness, or on their sin, lest the land from which you brought us should say, because Yahuah was not able to bring them to the land which he promised them, and because he hated them, he has brought them out to kill them in the wilderness. And they are your people and your inheritance, whom you brought out by your great power and by your outstretched arm. Debarim, Deuteronomy, chapter 10. At that time Yahuah said to me, Hew for yourself 2 tablets of stone like the first, and come up to me on the mountain, and you shall make yourself an ark of wood. Then I write on the tablets the words that were on the first 2 tablets which you broke, and you shall put them in the ark. So I made an ark of acacia wood, hewed 2 tablets of stone like the first, and went up the mountain with the 2 tablets in my hand. And he wrote on the tablets, according to the first writing, the 10 words which Yahuah had spoken to you in the mountain from the midst of the fire in the day of the assembly. Then Yahuah gave them to me, and I turned and came down from the mountain and put the tablets in the ark which I had made, and they are there as Yahuah commanded me. Now the children of Yisrael departed from the wells of Bnei Yaakan to Moserah. Eharon died there, and he was buried there, and Eleazar his son became Kohen in his place. From there they departed to Gedgodga, and from Gudgoda to Yotbatha, a land of rivers of water. At that time Yahuah separated the tribe of Levi to bear the ark of the covenant of Yahuah, to stand before Yahuah, to serve him, and to barak his name to this day. Therefore Levi has no portion nor inheritance with his brothers. Yahuah is his inheritance, as Yahuah your Elohim promised him. And I stayed in the mountain for 40 days and 40 nights, and Yahuah heard me at that time also, and Yahuah chose not to destroy you. And Yahuah said to me, Arise, go before the people to depart, and let them go in and possess the land which I swore to their fathers to give them. And now, Yisrael, what is Yahuah your Elohim asking of you, but to revere Yahuah your Elohim, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve Yahuah your Elohim with all your heart and with all your being, to guard the commands of Yahuah and his laws which I command you today for your good. See, the Shamayim and the Shamayim of Shamayim belong to Yahuah your Elohim, also the earth with all that is in it. Yahuah delighted only in your fathers to love them, and he chose their seed after them, you above all peoples, as it is today. And you shall circumcise the foreskin of your heart, and harden your neck no more. For Yahuah your Elohim is Elohim of mighty ones, and Adon of masters, the great El, mighty and awesome, who shows no partiality nor takes a bribe. He executes right ruling for the fatherless and the widow, and loves the stranger, giving him food and a garment. And you shall love the stranger, for you were strangers in the land of Mitzrayim. Revere Yahuah your Elohim, serve him, and cling to him, and swear by his name. He is your praise, and he is your Elohim, who has done for you these great and awesome deeds, which your eyes have seen. Your fathers went down to Mitzrayim with 70 beings, and now Yahuah your Elohim has made you as numerous as the stars of the Shamayim. Devarim, Deuteronomy, chapter 11. And you shall love Yahuah your Elohim, and guard his charge, even his laws and his right rulings and his commands always. And you shall know today, for it is not your children who have not known and who have not seen the discipline of Yahweh your Elohim, his greatness, his strong hand, and his outstretched arm, and his signs, and his works which he had done in the midst of Mitzrayim, to Pharaoh, sovereign of Mitzrayim, and to all his land, and that which he had done to the army of Mitzrayim, to their horses and their chariots, when he had made the waters of the sea of reeds overflow them as they pursued you, and how Yahweh has destroyed them to this day, and what he had done for you in the wilderness till you came to this place, and what he had done to Dathan and Abiram, the sons of Eliab, the son of Reuven, when the earth opened its mouth and swallowed them up, and their households and their tents, and all the living creatures that were in their possession in the midst of all Yisrael. For yours are the eyes that saw all the great work of Yahweh which he did. And you shall guard every command which I command you today, so that you are strong, and shall go in and shall possess the land which you are passing over to possess, and to prolong your days in the land which Yahweh swore to give your fathers to them and their descendants, a land flowing with milk and honey. For the land which you are going in to possess is not like the land of Mitzrayim, from which you have come, where you sowed your seed and watered it by foot as a vegetable garden. But the land you are passing over to possess is a land of hills and valleys, which drinks water from the rain of the Shamayim, a land which Yahweh your Elohim looks after. The eyes of Yahweh your Elohim are always on it, from the beginning of the year to the later end of the year. And it shall be that if you diligently obey my commands which I command you today, to love Yahweh your Elohim, and to serve him with all your heart and with all your being, then I shall give you the rain for your land in its season, the early rain and the later rain, and you shall gather in your grain and your new wine and your oil, and I shall give grass in your fields for your livestock, and you shall eat and be satisfied. Guard yourselves, lest your heart be deceived, and you turn aside and serve other mighty ones and bow down to them. Then the displeasure of Yahweh shall burn against you, and he shall shut up the Shamayim, and there be no rain, and the land not give its increase, and you shall perish quickly from the good land which Yahweh is giving you. And you shall lay up these words of mine in your heart and in your being, and shall bind them as a sign on your hand, and they shall be as frontlets between your eyes. And you shall teach them to your children, speaking of them when you sit in your house, and when you walk by the way, and when you lie down, and when you rise up, and shall write them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates, so that your days and the days of your children are increased on the land of which Yahweh swore to your fathers to give them, as the days of the Shamayim on the earth. For if you diligently guard all these commands which I command you, to do it, to love Yahweh your Elohim, to walk in all his ways, and to cling to him, then Yahweh shall drive out all these nations before you, and you shall dispossess greater and stronger nations than you. Every place on which the sole of your foot treads is yours, from the wilderness and Lebanon, from the river Perath, even to the western sea is your border. No man shall stand against you. Yahweh your Elohim shall put the dread of you and the fear of you upon all the land where you tread, as he has spoken to you. See, I am putting before you today a barakah and a curse. The barakah, when you obey the commands of Yahweh your Elohim, which I command you today, and the curse, if you do not obey the commands of Yahweh your Elohim, but turn aside from the way which I command you today, to go after other mighty ones which you have not known. And it shall be, when Yahweh your Elohim has brought you into the land which you go to possess, that you shall put the barakah on Mount Gerizim, and the curse on Mount Ebal. Are they not beyond the Adon, following the way of the sun westward, in the land of the Canaanites who dwell in the desert plain opposite Gilgal, beside the terebinth trees of Moreh? For you are passing over the Yarden to go in to possess the land which Yahweh your Elohim is giving you, and you shall possess it and dwell in it, and shall guard to do all the laws and right rulings which I am putting before you today.